Hello, you gorgeous lot. Welcome back to Topicopedia, episode 157, the podcast that delivers laughs, facts, and more questionable content than your mate's group chat at 3 a.m.
Speak for yourself, Steve. I bring class, elegance, and the occasional emotionally scarring overshare.
You also once tried to explain how to reverse park using a cucumber and a stress ball, so let's not throw stones, love.
Oi, it was educational. And this week, we're really leaning into the chaos. We've got a killer episode lined up, literally.
Oh yeah, we're dusting off the bloody trail of the Lizzie Borden case. She allegedly gave her mum 40 whacks. And honestly, that's still fewer than I gave my Wi-Fi router this morning.
Bet it's not the only thing you've given a good whacking this week.
Oi, calm down, Borden Jr. But we're also chatting notable news, petty revenge, and that's juicier than your mum's apology text. And of course,
our Urban Dictionary word of the week, which will probably make your nan faint again.
And we've got meme of the week, jokes of the week, and whatever else we can squeeze in without getting kicked off the internet.
So buckle up, buttercups. Whether you're listening on your commute, in the bath, or hiding from your kids in the wardrobe, we've got you.
Let's get weird, let's get wicked, and let's give this episode the metaphorical 40 whacks it deserves. Hit it, Lizzie.
Wow.
A special shout out to anyone who's listening in their wardrobe today. Thank you for that line, Uncle Jerry.
I absolutely love that Andy is showing you so much moral support here.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, for those who have just tuned into the regular podcast, we thought we'd go live on TikTok again, and we have had a couple of attempts at doing that intro, and we got there eventually, ish, I think.
Yeah. We did good. So, how are you, Steve?
I'm okay, thank you. You know what I've just spotted on my desk?
Oh, God.
Something I picked up to taste test, and I've never taste tested it.
God. The first thing that came to my mind was, is this something we can talk about on the podcast, or is this something you should have cleaned up before we started? No, it's all right. It's okay. Carry on.
The question is, do you want to talk about this in this week's episode or next week's episode?
Should we do it now? Well, not now, but should we do it this week?
Okay, we can do it this week's. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll chat about our week.
Okay. Don't let me forget about it, because I got these and they've been sat on the desk, and the expiry date.
Andy, I know you're listening. Don't let us forget about it, please.
Expiry date's the 27th of the 9th, 2024. So I'd probably best doing the taste test sooner rather than later.
The difference a couple of hours will make.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, what we'll do is we'll do our this segment, the how our week's been segment. Then we'll do feedback, and then we'll do it after that. Yeah.
Yes. Excellent.
Lovely.
I'm glad you got the prep open.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
how's your week been?
My week has been uneventful.
What surprise?
What a surprise! Yeah, not much.
Not
just
normal.
working a lot and stuff.
Yeah.
Not been smacked by anyone this week, so I'd call that
good.
a successful week in my eyes. Going off last week's antics. Was it the week before? I can't remember now. Yeah.
I think it was a couple of weeks.
ago, wasn't it? Yeah, when I got that smack.
Yeah.
The police. You know what? The police did actually get back to me on that.
I think, did you tell us that last week?
Did I? Yeah.
Or is it
they rang me at
recent
like
than
10
that?
o'clock at night to let me know
Wow.
that they'd been and spoken to her. Like, okay, fair enough.
That's quite late, isn't it?
Yeah, okay. That was not obviously high on your priorities list, just like,
Yeah.
go out late, like a week later, go out and speak to her at 10 o'clock at night.
God, it's a good thing we weren't recording at the time, isn't it?
I know. Oh, it could have been an extra guest, couldn't it?
Just imagine picking up, hello, you're live on air.
Yeah.
Mind your P's and Q's and don't swear. Yeah, that probably would have gone down like a lead balloon.
Yeah. So anyway, obviously this week, not done a lot. Not been very eventful. I've been working. You know how it is with work.
Yeah, you got to do it, haven't you?
Got to be done.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think of this. Yeah. So I don't know. I might have talked about this a little bit last week. I think I did actually. I was buying furniture, wasn't I?
Oh yes. How did you get on with the buying the furniture?
Fantastically, yeah. So it all arrived on Thursday, on the same day. Both pieces, I should say. And yeah, fantastic. Built the kitchen island. It's one of my better ideas, Steve. I'm not going to lie. I love it. I'm so impressed with myself and everything.
You like building a bit of furniture, don't you? I'm sure we've had conversations before. You've been, I'm building this furniture and I'm building this furniture.
Do you know what? I didn't actually build it though. I was just supervising.
Oh, okay. Well, supervising is the difficult bit, isn't it? Because you've got to coordinate people.
Yeah, because I've got to make sure you don't fuck it up.
Yeah, so there you go. So
it's quite important, quite integral, really, to the operation. But no, I do quite enjoy that sort of thing. To be fair, I think he likes to feel like he's doing his manly jobs. You know.
Yeah.
Just sometimes, yeah. I don't want to emasculate him by doing all the flat packs myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just let him have a bit. That's fine. Of furniture, not yeah. Anyway, so yeah, no, it's fantastic. I'm really happy with it. And then at the weekend, my lovely
Did you
friend
just put a
Pav,
H in weekend?
Sorry,
You said weekend.
weekend. Yeah,
It's like Cool Whip.
I don't know why I did that, but it happened. I'm sticking by it. So yes, for my lovely weekend, my lovely friend,
Weekend friend.
God, and we're live. So yeah, my friend Pav came round and helped us move some of the furniture around because, as we know, I am a liability, so I don't do anything outside of my cotton wool nest anymore. So yeah, now all the snakes are in one room. I officially have a snake room, and I don't know, there's something really satisfying about that. I love it. So yeah, they're all in one room, and I've got a sideboard I'm selling, and oh god, honestly, Facebook Marketplace and the people that are on it. We could do a whole podcast just about Facebook Marketplace. I think
We could do. Yeah.
Have you sold stuff on there before, Steve?
Yes, I think. I mean, I know I must have tried.
Okay, so I've never had a problem getting rid of stuff on there, but I've learned that Plymouth isn't a very affluent place and you don't expect too much, okay? So if I want something gone fast, you give it away. If it's worth a few quid, charge a bit less than you think it's worth because you're not going to get it. Anyway, so this unit is gorgeous. It cost me over £300 2 years ago, right? And I love it, but I just don't have room for it, okay? So it has got a little bit of damage to the top, but everything else is absolutely pristine. And the damage is cosmetic and would be really easily fixed. So I put it on for £50, right? Thinking it'll hardly get any hits and people will be fighting me down to sort of 25 quid. You can just guarantee it. But I thought, well, we'll go with 50 and see how we go. If it had not had the damage, I would have put it on for 80. Okay. So I put it on, and a couple of hours later, I am absolutely inundated with messages. And I was like, well, there goes another.
This is the thing now. Nicole's just decided to change how she speaks completely.
I don't know where that's come from because I've just done it twice without even thinking. So that's obviously come from somewhere. So anyway, I didn't know what to do. So I responded to about 4 people who they all said, is it available? With, yes, it is at the moment. And all of them were replying instantly. I'm like, God, this is going to go really bad. So I sort of went with one of them and just spoke to them for a bit. And she said, I'll come round tonight if that's all right to come and collect it. So I said, yeah, no problem. What time? And she said, well, I have my last client at 6. I finish work at 8 and I think I can get to you for 9.
You want what's the need for the whole life story?
Sorry?
What's with the whole life story? Well, my last client. Why do you care when the last client is?
I don't know. I don't mind. I don't mind a bit of life story. That's fine. Because I'm a bit of an oversharer, so that's all right by me. So I said, yeah, 9 o'clock. Okay, we can do that. I said, my housemate's out tonight, but he's going to come back 4-9 so that he can help you move it. All right. She's like, oh, thank you. I think I can move it on my own, though, she said. I said, no, you can't. This thing's 130, I can't remember. It's well over a metre long, nearly 1.5 meters long, right? It's nearly 1 metre tall. And it's about 55 centimetres deep. It's flipping big. It's solid MDF. It weighs a ton. This thing is heavy. I mean, it's not a one-person job just to drag it, and you can't really drag it because you break the legs off. So I was trying to explain to her, because I said, I can't help you get it into your car. And she said, oh, I'm pretty sure I can do it on my own. And that was when I was like, Adam, you're going to have to come back early and help her. Like, she really thinks she's going to do it on her own. And I can't let her, Anyway, so that was all arranged. And then at 5-9, she messages me and says, well, I don't think it's going to fit in my car. And I thought, oh, she's seeing the light. Because it's massive. If you're getting it in a car is like... come on, you got to have the most enormous car. So I thought, oh, at least she's seeing sense, I suppose. But she said, it's only because I've got 3 suitcases and a massage table in there. And then sends me a picture of the back of her car. And I'm like, bloody hell. So I was like, right. She said, is it okay if I come tomorrow night? And I'm thinking, oh, I don't like this. I've got people who are willing to take it right this second. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I sort of didn't reply immediately. She went, I can still come tonight and with the money if you like. So I was like, okay, if you're willing to pay for it now, then by all means, we can do it that way. And I thought then she can have a look at it as well, because I don't think she realises the size of it. Even though I posted the dimensions, people don't use their heads. So anyway, she came round and she was lovely. And she took one look at it and went, oh, it is big, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, not going to get that.
If you put the measurements on it, why are they incapable of
I don't know. People are people, aren't they? They're just not going to do the sensible, obvious thing for some reason. But she said, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get that up into my flat on my own. There's nobody to help me. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm not doing it. And then she said, and I'm not entirely sure that's actually going to fit in my car. So she said, but I love it. And she was looking at weight. She was like, can we take it apart? Can we do this? Can we do that? I'm like, don't frickin' do anything with
it. Don't take it.
But she kept saying how much she loved it and how perfect it was and how beautiful it was, blah, 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 blah. I was very flattered. And she ended up saying, I'm going to have to leave it. She said, I will text some people and see if there's someone with a van who can help me. But and if it goes in the meantime, then it goes, because I can't guarantee anything. So I was like, fair enough. And off she went. And I thought that would be the last I heard from her. And then an hour later, she said, if I send you £20 bank transfer now and promise to collect it latest Thursday, can you save it for me? And I was like, oh, go on then.
As long as it wanted it then. Thursday. So yeah.
She does really want it, and she was lovely. And I thought, well, as much as someone could come and collect it sooner, I like her now. She's the one who's got my address. I don't like giving out my address and then pissing someone off, Yeah. So, if I'm going to annoy them, I'd rather do it before the addresses have been exchanged. So, so hopefully she comes on Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday, she said. And she does believe, after measuring her car, it's going to fit in there.
Excellent. So hopefully
good luck to her.
Andy said the amount of people that think they can fit a 72-inch telly in a Fiat 500.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Oh my God. So anyway, she's currently waiting for either her ex-boyfriend to text her back or her friend who's currently poorly.
Okay.
I thought, I hope the ex-boyfriend texts you back, because I don't want a sick person in my house. So anyway, I'll give you an update on that in a couple of weeks. I'm a germaphobe. So yeah, I'll let you know how that goes. But the good news is everything's starting to take shape now, and it's nice because there's been certain things that have been temporary for about the last 2 years, and it's been a bit messy. So it's starting to look better now, which is good.
Excellent.
Yeah. Shall we have a bit of feedback before we get...
Let's have some feedback.
Excellent, eh? So Andy, hello Andy, has very kindly sent us some feedback saying, talking about the Netflix restaurant, and Nicole was saying,
oh yeah,
they do have booths where you can watch your shows, etc. It God damn it, I can't speak, can't read, can't speak. Reminds me of a sports bar in the 90s on Paynton Seafront. They had with like tiny TVs on and tiny TVs and stuff. I've never really seen anything similar since, although probably due to licensing. Oh, maybe.
Oh, could be, yeah.
And then he goes on to say, Steve talking about the polls and peeing in the shower. I've never been asked in a poll about it. And I'm sure there's probably a BuzzFeed quiz that asks that in a quiz about what type of shoe are you because the questions never made it to the end results. Okay, fair enough.
I imagine maybe they are just getting these off BuzzFeed quizzes.
Probably.
That's the new way of doing your research now.
Yeah, absolutely. And lastly, he says things you can say about the girlfriend, or about your car, but not your girlfriend. You missed any jokes about the exhaust pipe.
Oh, yeah.
So like the neighbours complain about the noise her exhaust pipe makes, but I enjoy it. The louder, the better.
She's got a very filthy exhaust.
That is. Needs a new exhaust. Me.
It rattles a bit. It's hanging off.
It's hanging off. Yeah, it's leaky exhaust. It's dripping.
Oh dear. We're back. We're back to the.
So if you're new here, yeah, sorry, but we're not that sorry because we do it every week. We say something vile. But thank you ever so much, Andy, for your lovely feedback. As ever, massively appreciate it. Did I say we were going to do your taste test now or after?
Yeah, you did. I'm just getting the box.
Now
I saw these. And sorry, you know what? I'm going to send you these pictures of the box.
Okay.
I mean, this isn't handy to people at home. So, it is if you're watching live, because I'll show you the box. Oh, yeah. And then obviously the thing goes, that's not a face. And
oh, no.
Stop showing it. Can you?
Oh, no.
Can you see it? Am I going to have to turn my settings off to show you?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, I wonder if I can edit the scene while I'm on the scene. Can I edit the scene? We're going into new dimensions here. If I just delete myself off the internet, then I apologise.
Put a marker so that we can actually delete this bit out of the final episode, please.
Oh, you're kidding me. Right, okay.
No.
There we go. We got a marker. You happy now? Okay.
Thank you, honey.
Right, there you go. I've got no background now. So, yeah, these are what they are. These are... And you know what? I'll send you the picture of what the conversion are.
It looks like a wafer straw type thing.
Yeah, a chocolate wafer straw thing. And the reason I picked these up, as you'll see in the second image I've sent you, is because these were reduced at TK Maxx.
Okay. Oh yeah, they were, weren't they?
They were. These were down to £1.49.
From $2.99, is it? $2.98.
Oh, no, that's the price per 100 gram.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know how much they were originally.
Oh, that's rude.
Yeah. So yeah, I know they do have random stuff in there. Always random stuff. So I thought
right, sorry, but on the front package,
yes,
it looks like it's been broken in half. Yeah, that's the point of it.
Yeah,
there's just something a little bit naughty looking about the way that chocolate's like dripping out of the top one. Yeah. Is it just me, or does that just look a little bit like? I
think that's just you.
It is just me. sexualizing food.
Why not?
That's
Right.
a naughty little dripsty.
So first thing is I can't even get into the box.
Well, it's ever so frustrating when that happens.
Yeah, the box isn't.
I would know.
The box needs to be accessible. Maybe even lubricated.
Do you think?
Oh my god, I'm attacking. Oh, the whole episode is going to be me trying to get into this bloody box. Right.
Oh my god!
Right, I'm just ripping it open now. Right, I've been defeated by the label that's stuck over at the top. That, in fact, even without that label, that would have been a pain in the ass to open. Oh, what was it? No. I'm trying to see if there's a perforation. Okay, no perforation or anything, so they lose points on that. Right, so these are out of date. These are actually Oreo. So that's interesting. The outer box doesn't say Oreo, but the inner packet says Oreo.
Oh, hello, DJ James, who's just joined us.
Hey, DJ James. DJ James. Right. So they are Oreo. They're not some rip-off.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh. Right.
Oh,
Can't get into it. Right.
someone else has just joined us, but I'm too scared to try and pronounce it. It ends in 1976. Hello, if you've just joined us.
All right.
Oh, this is like, I hate eating noises.
Sorry.
But if you like eating ASMR, then this is definitely up your street. I'm just not that gal at all.
Okay, they're so underwhelming.
No, really, but they look so good. Stop it.
Because that makes it look like it's like wet chocolate inside, doesn't it? But no, the whole thing's really dry.
Oh, okay. You wanted it wetter. You did say that to begin with. You needed some lubrication, didn't you? I mean,
I'll try another.
The box wasn't lubricated enough, and the straw didn't have enough moisture inside. Hi, Jerry. Nice to see you. Jerry's just joined us. No, genuinely, Jerry's just joined us. We have a bit of an ongoing meme that is Uncle Jerry, our fictitious uncle, who is a bit dodge, isn't he, Steve? Well, is it like in a good way? He's a bit of a lovable rogue, isn't he, our Uncle Jerry? So when I said Jerry's joined us, Steve probably thought I was mentioning him. But welcome, Jerry. It's nice to see you. We're literally currently recording our episode live for this week. So, yeah. So that was underwhelming. Is that the full review? Just underwhelming.
Disappointing. But anything with Oreo on it is disappointing. I'm disappointed it was Oreo.
Oh, it was Oreo, was it?
Yeah, that's what I said. It didn't show on the outside box. It had it written in foreign.
I tell you what,
but on the inside, it's written as you've got the Oreo logo itself, and then
okay. See, I had some Oreo ice cream a few weeks ago, and that was flipping gorgeous. Genuinely, was not. I don't
know. I think Oreo is overrated.
Do you think?
Not a big Oreo fan.
I think they're good. I think there are much better things. Sorry for all the people we're probably offending.
Andy said, didn't I say it was out of date? Yeah, I did say it was out of date. I just thought that
it was still... That's probably why.
You think?
It started to...
I doubt it. I think it's because it came in... It's coming like foil.
Yeah, but I mean,
foil.
It wasn't like dated 3 weeks ago. It was dated last year, Steve.
Well, no.
I'm sure there's no harm in it, but I think the quality of the product might have deteriorated in that time.
Maybe.
I'm just saying.
I've got to do a shout out to to Johnny B who's tuned in. He's the boss of a radio station I work at.
Hey, hello.
I say I work at. I don't get paid. But shout out to House Party Radio. I do mid-mornings on there.
Hey.
So hello,
That's
Johnny.
cool.
Big shout to House
Johnny.
Party Radio. Yeah.
Do you know, it's delayed on my end because I'm not signed in on Topicopedia to view the TikTok live. I'm signed in on my Snake Pimp account. So you're actually getting this through about a minute before I am.
Oh, okay. Maybe you don't do the mentions, then I'll do the mentions. Johnny said, nah, not boss. We're all friends. Yeah, we are. We're like family at House Party Radio.
Ah, that sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Right. God, I've forgotten what was on the prep.
You found us some notable news this week that you want me to read out.
Oh, yes.
Was it?
Yes, please. Well, you are our notable newsman, so it would be wrong to take that
Yeah,
from
because
you.
I actually haven't spotted anything that exciting in the news. But you found this one that was...
I didn't say it was exciting.
Well, it says human
It might be,
remains
though.
found near Taylor Swift's seaside mansion sparks serial killer fears in Rhode Island. And then I
Yeah.
thought, oh, have we got that lucky? Alas, it turns out it isn't Taylor Swift's remains that are found. It's but yeah, apparently a disturbing discovery rattled the quiet seaside community of Watch Hill, Rhode Island. Human remains believed to be one leg bone were found among Everett Avenue, just minutes away from the gates of Taylor's £14 million seaside mansion, known locally as High Watch. I mean, could you... Is it a newsworthy story just finding one bone?
Well, if you keep on reading...
I mean, is one bone satisfying enough?
It depends on the bone, in all honesty, Steve. Not, it's probably not the right thing to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. It does massively depend on the bone. Yeah.
Officials say there's no evidence of foul play. Maybe people just go around losing their legs on this beach. Especially given its proximity to one of the town's most recognisable landmarks. Watch that then. In the first case to raise the alarm, you've already read this. I've not read this before.
I have, well, I only skim read it.
Over the past 3 months, at least a dozen sets of human remains have been uncovered across Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island, from riverbanks to construction sites. Oh, they've triggered possible fears of a serial killer.
Yeah,
but they've
among
not found
residents,
Yeah.
but not the authorities are not worried at all. No. So,
and they discovered
another-
speculation.
Yes. So it was very clickbaity, I thought.
I don't know. They're saying there's lots of remains, but then they've not said where these remains have come from. They've still
Well, that's true, and that is
just
a little bit
human
weird,
bones
isn't it?
turning up out of nowhere. Oh, that's normal. Isn't
Yeah, that is a bit strange.
Sounds like they just can't be asked to investigate it.
Oh, maybe. Or maybe they just don't want to cause, a big public stir and get people all riled up and worried. And
You know what it is,
Yeah.
don't you?
yeah, the
They
property
don't
prices all go
Exactly. They don't want to devalue Taylor's mansion. So
down. That's exactly it. Yeah.
she's probably paid him. She's probably given him, a couple of million to do it, to spend at the police department.
On donuts.
Yeah. They'll be there queuing up at Dunkin' each day.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
we don't stereotype America whatsoever, do we?
Never. Oh gosh.
And we
We're
wonder
gonna be
why-
in so much trouble.
We
one
wonder why
day,
no
aren't we?
Americans listen to us.
Do you know they do though?
They do.
It does happen.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, they must have a sense of humour after all then.
Yeah, of course they do. Of course they do.
Oh, that's what I completely forgot about this week.
Yes.
Apparently, Eurovision was on.
It was.
I
Yeah,
had
I watched.
No
I watched that
idea
half hour.
until after it.
Oh no.
It was only
You didn't
after it
miss much.
where I was like, oh, it's been on. And I still don't even know what country won it.
Neither do I. And I was in my family group. We have a family Eurovision group chat that we all jump in every year to talk about it. And I still don't know who won or how well or not well, as it normally is, that we did. I did stick around long enough to hear our song, which I thought was really naff.
Okay.
And after a while, I just thought, I'm quite bored and I want to watch Dance Mums. So I turned it off.
No, fair dues. I mean, I can't really blame you for that, can I suppose?
Yeah.
Because I didn't even turn it on in the first place. I didn't know.
Exactly. You are the one winning at this whole Eurovision thing by not turning it on, Steve. I'm completely honest with you. I will say, of the handful of songs that I did listen to, I thought Poland's song was very good. But I've got a sneaking suspicion they didn't win. I hope they did well, though, because their song was decent.
Fair dues.
I think.
Oh, this is a story I wanted to mention.
Yes.
So, I don't know if you saw this week, but Chris Brown got taken into custody when he landed in the UK for his tour.
Oh, why?
Over an alleged London nightclub attack.
What?
Yeah. So apparently, when did it say this was now? It was a few years. 2023. So alleged assault, which is said to have happened at the Tape nightclub in London's Mayfair in 2023. He's alleged to have used a bottle to cause GBH to music producer Abe Diar.
Oh my God.
So because he's meant to be playing the Co-op Live Arena in Manchester and the Principality Stadium in Cardiff, but got arrested or got detained and taken to court.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. Did they literally wait for him at the airport then, or?
It sounds like he just, they just waited for him and were like, right, you come with us.
So no donuts were bought on that day then. Oh dear, they definitely had their morning coffees without their donuts. Well, bless them. Well, bless them. Why do I speak sometimes? So, I wonder what's going to happen there then.
I don't know. I mean, they did live this newspaper does live coverage, and it's like end of live coverage at 1:49 p.m. Apparently it was on CCTV. Miss Nicole says the circumstances of the offence are extremely serious and that the attack was captured on CCTV and carried out in a club full of people. So, I mean, he's going to have to face music, ironically.
Yeah, he definitely is now.
If you can call what he does music, that is.
Well, very subjective.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know why I didn't say that earlier and read a bit more into it. I mean, he's being as famous as he is he going to serve time? No, he's not going to serve time, is he?
Probably not.
He'll still be
He'll be buying the donuts before we know it.
He'll still be doing his gig.
Yeah.
It'll all go ahead and it'll all be brushed under the carpet and people will forget what a monster he is.
Yeah, Keir Starmer will be going to that gig. He'll get free tickets, won't he? And donuts.
Can we ship him that as well while he's there? Andy said, what's happened with Diddy? He's had his trial, apparently.
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Oh, a bit of on-the-spot research.
Testing my Googling skills out today. So,
well, I'll tell you what. I'll let you look for that, and I'll read out the last story because I'm sure I did too, didn't I? I did do too.
Actually,
let me have a look at that.
The trial continues.
Oh, it has. Okay.
Yeah, so there's no verdict on that yet. So
okay. In that case, I'll let you read out the last one.
Okay, I'll read out the last one if you want. Okay.
Yeah. This is another one that took me immediately back to the 90s.
Yeah. Mad cow disease detected on Essex farm as authorities forced to cull animal. When I first read this, I thought, is that Rachel Reeves?
Careful, we're not a political podcast.
I can't help it. I just can't help ripping into everyone at the moment.
Better luck next time, I say.
But yeah, they found a single case of it, which is weird. Why would you find one single case of BSE?
I don't know.
So I'm suggesting that perhaps there are others with it. And this is one of them things, isn't it, where do you go, oh, this one has it. It might just be a one-off and just brush it under the carpet, knowing full well it's come from somewhere and there's probably others infected as well, but kind of turning a blind eye to it, pretending the problem's not existing.
Do you know what, though? It's got to be the absolute worst thing that could happen to a farmer, isn't it? You get a case of that and it's like, oh, well, shit. That puts everything, your whole livelihood in jeopardy, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It's scary that so much can just, you can just end up having all these assets.
Oh, hi, Kaylee.
All these assets where they just shove them in a pile on the field and burn them, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
Andy reckons they get it from eating other cows' brains in their feed.
Really?
That's a bit. Who's feeding the cows cow brains? That's a bit cannibalistic.
Yeah, that's a bit. Yeah,
I didn't know. I didn't need to know that. Thank you, Andy.
Well, he's actually asked. He said, "Don't they get it from?" So I'm not sure he's sure on that one. But
he must have heard it somewhere, I'm guessing.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
it does ring a bell. He said, "Oh yeah, I think it's just offcuts from meat products and such." That does make sense, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Then. I suppose. Have we notably newsed? Are we done with that?
I don't think there's anything else in the news this week that's really worth. There isn't politics. No, there's nothing. It's dry.
It's dry.
It's dry.
Yeah.
People have just been enjoying the sunshine the last week and not making news.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Okay, in that case, fire me up some drone music, Steve.
Fire you up some drone music. Okay, let's... Which one do I start with? I start with this one. Not that one.
Hey, I'll take it. That's one way to make my day infinitely better.
Sorry, don't hurt me, sorry.
Oh, go on. For old time's sake.
Everybody's so creative. They ain't gonna slide down easy if it ain't cheesy.
Actually, that's on the right page. We are on the Tamara page.
Excellent. Yeah. I miss her.
Yeah, I've not seen her in my feed for ages.
No, neither have I. I've searched for her a couple of times as well. And you'd think then it would know that I want to see her.
Yeah.
But I never get shown her. So.
How annoying.
It is annoying.
Right. Yeah. Let's go with whatever you've got for it.
Okay. So, we have the case of Lizzie Borden. Now, this is quite a famous one, so you might have heard of it before, possibly. So, the oppressive heat of August 4th, 1892, settled like a shroud over the quiet New England town of Fall River, Massachusetts. The Borden house stood solemn on 2nd Street, its windows glinting like watchful eyes, its clapboard siding... Sorry, my reading's so bad. Its clapboard siding baking under the sun. Inside, a storm far more sinister than the weather was brewing. At 92 2nd Street, Andrew Borden, a wealthy but notoriously frugal man, had just returned from his morning errands. The house was unusually quiet. His second wife, Abby Borden, had supposedly gone upstairs to straighten the guest room. His younger sister, the youngest daughter, oh my God, what is with me today? I'm not sure I should be doing this. His youngest daughter, and I can't see where I read that now, Lizzie, was reportedly in the kitchen, or was it the barn? Her accounts would shift like mist in the days to come. So just before 11 a.m, the peace of the house shattered. A scream echoed from within the home, shrill and cracking. "Maggie, come quick, father's dead." Lizzie's voice rang out, beckoning the family's maid, Bridget Sullivan, whom she often called Maggie, the name of a previous servant. Andrew Borden lay on the sitting room couch, his face unrecognisable, split by multiple blows. Blood had soaked into the horsehair settee and pooled on the floorboards. His silver pocket watch had stopped ticking. Police arrived swiftly, but what they found deepened the mystery. Abby Borden's body was discovered upstairs in the guest bedroom, sprawled face down between the bed and the dresser. Like her husband, she had been struck repeatedly with a hatchet-like weapon. Blood congealed in dark, glistening puddles beneath her. Her skull shattered, her features obliterated. The horror was compounded by confusion. There were no signs of forced entry. No valuables were taken. No witnesses saw anyone enter or leave the house. And the timeline was painfully narrow. The killer must have struck twice with precision and fury within a short window and vanished without a trace. Suspicion quickly turned to Lizzie. She was 32, unmarried and still living at home. Tension had long simmered between her and her stepmother, whom she refused to call mother. Accounts from neighbours hinted at a strained household full of whispered arguments and locked bedroom doors. When questioned, Lizzie was cool, too cool. Her answers were inconsistent. She claimed not to have seen her mother that morning. She said she was in the barn, searching for fishing sinkers for a planned trip, yet investigators found the loft dusty and undisturbed. No footprints, no evidence of recent activity. A friend observed Lizzie burning a dress in the kitchen stove days before the murders. She claimed it was stained with paint, but to some, it seemed like a pretext to destroy the bloody evidence. Then there was the weapon, or lack thereof. Police found a hatchet in the basement, its handle suspiciously broken. No blood, no prints. It was never conclusively linked to the crime. Lizzie was arrested. Her trial in 1893 gripped the nation. Newspapers splashed her pale face across the front pages from Boston to San Francisco. Society was divided. Was she a cold-blooded killer, hiding behind a porcelain facade, or a wrongfully accused woman caught in a swirl of hysteria and misogyny? The prosecution mentioned a damning narrative of motive and opportunity. The defence, led by former Massachusetts Governor George Robinson, portrayed Lizzie as a virtuous woman from a good family, incapable of such brutality. No physical evidence connected her to the crime. Witnesses contradicted each other. The broken hatchet's role remained speculative, and the jury, all male, was swayed by Lizzie's decorum and the lack of a smoking gun. After an hour and a half of deliberation, Lizzie Borden was acquitted. But the spectre of guilt clung to her like a second skin. She and her sister Emma moved to a large home on the hill, far from 2nd Street, yet Lizzie lived the rest of her days under a cloud of suspicion, ostracised by a polite society and haunted by the 2 unspeakable deaths. No one else was ever arrested. No alternative theory ever stuck. And so, more than a century later, the mystery endures. Did Lizzie Borden wield the hatchet in a fit of rage, or did someone else slip into the house, commit 2 nearly perfect murders, and vanish into the fog of history? The house still stands, a silent keeper of secrets, and the shadows of Fall River still whisper. So, what do we think?
I think it's 1892, right?
Yeah.
And as Andy points out, it's a bit too long ago to do any forensics.
Well, do you know, I'm just going to say this now. I have heard of this case before because Sam and Colby investigated it, and the investigation's on YouTube. When I say investigated it, they did a paranormal investigation there, and it is on YouTube. And the fun thing is they teamed up with another YouTuber called Seth Borden, and he is actually related to Lizzie Borden. So,
oh,
yeah. Yeah, so that was a bit spooky. I think she was like his great aunt or something like that. I can't remember. But search up Sam and Colby, Lizzie Borden on YouTube. It's a good little watch. It was a good watch. And like they have a guide, take them around the house first, and it shows exactly where the bodies were found. And they've like reconstructed the furniture in the house to be as it would have been at the time. So it showed exactly. It was really good, actually. Really interesting.
Andy reckons he knows them guys on YouTube. They go, the ones from the meme, hey demons, hits your boy. Is that how they... YouTubers all start videos like that, don't they? We're one to talk with our intros, and we're on YouTube as well. So
that's true. Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of thing that you would expect to hear on Sam and Colby. I do absolutely love them. Whether what they're doing is legit or not, I completely buy into their personalities, and I love watching them. So, yeah,
right. So the prime suspect is the youngest daughter.
Yes.
Lizzie.
Yes.
Who's couldn't decide if she was in the kitchen or the barn.
Yes.
I mean, would you be... I mean, surely you go from like the barn to the kitchen. Maybe she'd been in both. She'd been to the barn and been to the kitchen. And then found the bodies.
Yeah, exactly.
But hang on, she didn't find the bodies, did she? A scream echoed from within the home, and shrill cracking. Maggie, come quick. Father's dead. Who's Maggie?
Is Maggie not the other sister?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, so Lizzie's voice...
Sorry.
Yeah, so it is Lizzie.
The name... No. The name of a previous servant was Maggie. Sorry, yeah.
Okay. Interesting that she's called Maggie and the maid is called Bridget.
Her name... No, yeah, I know, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah. So her name's Bridget, but we're going to call you Maggie for short. Yeah. Okay.
I think that's a bigger crime being committed here.
Definitely.
I think here, I mean, I don't believe there's no fingerprints on the evidence. I mean, there probably was remnants somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, it's a difficult one because I feel like the only thing that they really have tying Lizzie to the murder is the fact that she didn't get on with her stepmother.
Yeah, but also she's mid-30s. She's might be thinking, oh yeah, maybe they wanted to kick her out of the house or something. She's thinking,
maybe there's more to it, yeah.
But then why would she get rid of her dad as well as...
Well, this is it. Yeah, why would you get rid of Daddy Dearest as well? Or maybe that was the cover-up. Kill Daddy as well, and it seems less likely that it was you because you didn't have a problem with him.
No, that's true. Maybe you just cracked the case.
Maybe I have. Maybe.
But yeah, as Andy points out, Maggie is short for Margaret. Yeah, so it doesn't make sense calling the maid that, but still.
Yeah.
But yeah, no one else is really in the frame because nothing was stolen or damaged. But also they didn't find the weapon, which suggests maybe the weapon was taken away. Maybe it was someone that wasn't.
Maybe it was. Can I just say hello to Sammy Sutton, who's just joined us as well. Not just joined us, but who has joined us as well. Welcome to you.
Welcome.
Because you're supposed to be doing that, Steve, and you didn't.
So, you know what? If people don't stay in for long enough, it doesn't come up with them. Not my end.
Oh, it stays on there for me. So.
Oh yeah, with me it's if they bugger off, they disappear.
Rude.
Stick around. Rude. We enjoy the interactions. Maybe killed father due to he knew she had killed the mother-in-law. Okay. So I suppose, yeah, maybe she did have the plan to murder the mother-in-law, but he found it out and wasn't going to obviously keep it quiet. And that's why he became a victim as well. That's a good point. I'm liking that point.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as we don't have a timeline of the events and what happens and whatnot, it's difficult. It is difficult.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this is prep that's been done by Uncle Jerry, and it has been written to be entertaining. So I'm not saying anything's been made up. It's not that, but things like that haven't been put in. So if there are things like that might exist, then maybe there is a timeline. I do not know.
But the thing is, though, if there was no witnesses, you've not really got a timeline. It's purely speculation.
Yeah,
police skills back in the 1800s weren't what they are today.
No, that's very true.
And they've probably just taken a lot of it at just face value, just off what people are telling them.
I don't remember how they found the father. I know he was face down, slumped across the sofa. But the mother, the stepmother, she had been found face down between the bed and the dressing table. So she was lying on the floor face down. I don't think she would have seen her murderer. I don't think she would have seen it coming. Yeah. Because, I think from what I know about the case and what I remember vaguely about it, there was no sign of a struggle or any sort of distress. She'd not realised that person was there and that was going to happen. Or, if they were aware that someone was in the room, they obviously didn't know that was their intentions, and it could have been that she wasn't distressed because it was someone she knew.
Perhaps.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't sound like the sort of murder that would happen where the parents would be slaughtered and both children spared, if it wasn't at least somebody that they knew. So I don't know. I think there's a pretty solid case against Lizzie, and I understand that. But at the same time, if there's not enough evidence to convict, what can you do?
Do you think it was Lizzie?
I think there's good evidence to support that, but I also think it's interesting. But then, there are people who seem completely upstanding citizens of society who have done horrendous things.
Yeah, I mean, it could always have been the maid as well, but
it could have been the maid, because that's another thing. The maid would have been employed not by the girls, but by the father and I guess maybe the stepmother to some degree, and they might have been sick. She might have been sick of her. Maybe she just didn't like being called Maggie.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're calling her the wrong name. Yeah.
Call me Maggie. More fucking time. I'm putting his axe through your head, love.
Yeah.
And she did. Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. Yeah, it was Maggie.
Mystery solved.
Bridget did it.
After all this time, Bridget, Maggie.
Bridget, Maggie, Bridget. Fantastic. Solved, case closed.
Another one done, dusted.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I do quite enjoy these.
I do. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I meant to say?
No.
I was listening to a radio station in the car.
Yeah.
And it was advertising a podcast. And in this podcast they're advertising, it said they do Conspiracy Corner. And I was like, you bastards.
No.
You've stolen that off us. Yeah.
Oh, we should trademark that.
Yeah. I think we should sue them. I mean, how much money did the dyers have? Do you think the skin?
No.
I don't know which Danny Dyer it is. It's one of the... Oh, maybe it's both Danny Dyers.
Maybe it is, yeah. I imagine they both got a couple of quid, haven't they?
Yeah. Oh, maybe we should go and claim our... Go and claim claim our feature back.
I can't believe they took Conspiracy Corner from us.
Yeah, how rude.
We have proof of this. Hundreds of episodes ago, or tens of episodes, many episodes, we did. Conspiracy Corner was one of the first regular features we did, if not the first regular feature that wasn't like a small segment. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there we go. So that just came to me then. I was like, we need to have a word.
We're calling them out on that one.
Yes.
Okay.
When we are famous, when we take off and people go, oh, well, you stole that. we didn't steal it. We did it first.
Yeah, we did do it first. We very much did it first. So you put out something on our socials.
Yeah, I think Uncle Jerry put something out on socials. Yeah.
Was that Uncle Jay? You asked people for petty revenge stories.
Yeah, we like doing these from time to time, don't we?
Yeah. So would you like to start us off, Steve?
Yes, I would. What have we got in the way of petty revenge this week? So my ex sent me this ridiculously dramatic breakup email. I'm talking Shakespeare levels of drama. Instead of crying over it, it turned into a full-on theatrical monologue for my high school competition. I performed it in front of an audience and they loved it. Next thing I know, the video's gone viral on TikTok. Millions of people watched it and I never laughed harder at a breakup. Oh dear, that's something.
So your breakup made you famous?
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
That's what we need to do. I need to go and have a breakup and it'll make us famous.
Go for it.
Well, I need to find someone to break up with.
Fair play.
Cue some sad music right now. Okay, let me read a doodah. Oh, they're all number one. That's going to get confusing, isn't it? So my family and I went camping, just trying to enjoy some peace and nature. But this group near us blasted music until 2 a.m. So the next morning, I woke up at 5:30 a.m., slammed the car doors, cranked up our music, and basically made sure no one was sleeping in. Let's just say the campsite was a lot quieter the next day. Petty, maybe. Worth it? Oh, yes. I like that one.
I would rather... I was saying that, I suppose it depends whether I'm working or not, doesn't it? I was always a night kind of person. I'd have been well up for the loud music till 2 a.m. Before...
See, I don't like it when it's someone else's music.
I suppose there is that, yeah. I don't like it when it's someone else's. In fact, I don't really like loud sounds at all, to be fair.
No.
Do you find that now? Do you find the idea of going out to a nightclub or something is just why the hell would you want to go there?
I don't mind that. I don't want to do. I don't feel the need to do it like I used to.
Well, do you not think? Oh, it's a bit difficult to have a conversation in there.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. But I don't really go there for a conversation. I go there for a boogie woogie.
Oh, fair dues.
Yeah. But also just find your way to the smoking area. I mean, I don't smoke and I haven't for years, but find your way to the smoking area and that's where you go and have your chats and a cool off because it gets a bit hot inside.
Nice.
That's where I always make my new friends is the smoking areas. Always.
Excellent.
Okay.
Right. Oh, it's my turn to read one.
Yes.
Oh, Andy said, loud music when it's not yours, often muffled and just not something you can enjoy. That's true. I always think it sounds terrible when it's played out like a mobile phone or something. You know,
oh, it does. It's like tinny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what, flipping Sunday, flipping next doors had scaffolding up and they were obnoxious putting it up. They were even more obnoxious on Sunday bringing it down. I mean, I live on and Andy will attest to this, I live on a very narrow, small street. And any noise outside sounds really loud inside the houses because it's such a narrow street. The noise just bouncing around and yeah. And they had a van outside with obnoxiously loud music and they were playing fucking Pitbull, which is just, come on, is that even music? But it was so loud. I can deal with the sounds of work. I can sort of, because it's not constant, it's battering and clanging and drilling, but I can deal with that because it's not like a constant noise, whereas the music was. And it was so loud. It was louder than my TV and I couldn't hear it. And it made me really pissed off, actually.
Fair dues, yeah. Okay, next one. After our vacation, my ex had the audacity to demand I pay him back £446 for a trip that we both went on. So I gathered the £466, 53 pence. Yes, I gave him a little extra and paid it him entirely in coins, every last penny. The look on his face when he picked them up was better than the vacation itself.
That's incredibly petty. but I applaud your effort. 10 out of 10 for effort, for sure.
I mean, I suppose it's hard work getting rid of all that change in the end, I suppose.
Yeah, probably.
Although incredibly useful if, like, you know, if it's... I'm assuming it's not just 1p's and it's like 20p's and pounds and stuff. Incredibly useful if, like, you've got a vending machine near you that takes coins.
I'd be happy if it were 2p's because I like the 2p slot machines.
Oh, but you don't...
They make me happy in ways that I can't even explain.
They make you happy, but you lose money on them.
2p's, Steve. The 2p's.
Yeah, but if you're losing £466 worth of 2p's...
Yes, but I will be so happy for about 6 months of my life. It would take me that long to spend it all. 2p every 2p at a time. But yeah, anyway, let's have another one, shall we? I'm a waitress in London. Oh, you poor devil. This one day, this family came in with a kid who screamed non-stop. I was polite, patient, the whole thing. But then they left me a nasty 1-star review. So what did I do? I printed that review on a T-shirt and wore it to work. If you're going to write something that dumb, I'm going to make sure the whole world sees it. If your work let you do that, I want to come to your place of work. It sounds fantastic. Yeah, I like that.
It'd probably be actually quite a good publicity stunt for the restaurant.
I agree.
Yeah,
definitely.
I can get on board with that, certainly. Okay, I got another one here. So my ex was the kind of guy who thought owning a shoehorn made him a gentleman. But I've not seen a shoehorn in years.
Oh, God.
So when we broke up, I took it, just the shoehorn. He didn't notice at first, but weeks later, I saw on social media that he had to order a new one. Small win, sure, but imagining him struggling with dress shoes was oddly satisfying. Oh, man, shoehorns.
I just imagine this guy who's like, I do have a shoehorn, you know.
I'm gonna have a look now and see how much shoehorns are on Amazon, just see how much they set him back.
$1.99.
Do you think?
I reckon on Amazon, yeah. I reckon you can get them cheaper elsewhere.
You can get extendable shoehorns. Oh, there's one there. That was a nice one. A shoehorn, long handle metal shoehorn, 42 centimetres, £9.34.
Well, imagine how much of a gentleman you'd be with that one.
Yeah, the extendable one was $17.99. That goes as far as 95 centimetres.
Wow.
Yeah.
Way to get a girl hot and bothered.
Small shoehorn. £5.9.
Nobody wants that.
You don't want
God, what a rip-off. No, I don't need a small.
3-pack of shoehorns, £3.49 from this one. Probably have to pay delivery on that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure it makes you a gentleman. I think it just makes you a bit of an old man, doesn't it? A bit of an old fart.
It makes your trainers last longer.
Yeah, sure.
Because do you not do that where you end up ruining the heel by trying to squeeze your foot into it?
No, Steve. Because the little tab on the back. Yeah. I hold on to that and ram my foot. Yeah. I think that's what it's actually for. You know?
Okay.
Anyway, so let's have this one. I had the window seat on a flight, and the woman next to me kept reaching over to shut the window shade without asking. After the third time, I'd had it. I reopened it, pulled out my watch, and angled the sunlight so it reflected right into her face for a solid hour. She didn't touch that shade after that.
That really is petty revenge, isn't it?
That is cruel, actually. I appreciate it's annoying, but you didn't need to actually burn her retinas.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's the first time I've ever disagreed with a petty revenge.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit much. You should have just wedged the shade open and have done with it.
Or just said, oi bitch, fucking drop it out.
Yeah. Confront her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really sensible way of saying what I said. Yeah.
Okay, so next one. I live near a school, so I'm used to parents parking my driveway for pickup. But one day, this woman refused to move, telling me to just deal with it. So I parked behind her and went inside, claiming I had stomach cramps. I waited a nice long while before I moved my car. She was fuming, but never parked there again.
I like that one.
That one. It's, yeah, you still shouldn't really be holding anyone against their will.
No, but at the same time, you shouldn't also be obstructing someone's driveway and then when confronted being told, oh, we'll just deal with it. You know, you have a legal right to your own driveway. So
I know, but it's only for 10 minutes, like,
yeah, but
in the day.
Well, so if someone was blocking your driveway and you were trying to get home and you were sat there in your car,
I would purposely not come home at school picking up time.
Oh, come off it.
I'd go for another drive around the block or something, or I'd just wait just for it to be quiet. Just, why not?
Oh my God. So you would just accept that people are just going to be blocking your driveway? It's
a busy time of day. People have busy lives.
No.
And I'm not in any rush to get home.
Well, what if you are in a rush, though? What if you've got, you've had a dodgy Ruby Murray the night before?
Oh, even better. You go to the nearest KFC and drop your load there, and then it's not your own bathroom you're shitting up.
God, do KFC really need any more shit, though?
Andy said, yeah, people complain that ambulances block their driveways. They do, don't they? You see that? People complain.
Yeah, but that's different. That's very different. You can let an ambulance block your driveway. That you do have to deal with.
Yeah, you just leave them to it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because, that is actually life or death. So. Oh, dear. Okay. What else have we got?
It's your turn.
Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Did you read that? Okay, yeah. I'll read it. When my boyfriend and I broke up, I got the perfect idea. I went into his kitchen, peeled the labels off every single can in his pantry, and mixed them all up. I left the pile of labels on the floor for dramatic effect. Weeks later, he texted me a picture, 2 cans of beetroot and 1 of peaches. Where's the tuna? He asked. I never replied.
You know what? I've heard of people doing that themselves just because they don't want to know what they're having for tea. They just mix it up a bit.
That's a bit weird.
Take the labels off the cans, pull out a mystery can out of the cupboard, and then that's what you're having.
If that is what you have to do to make your life exciting, I fucking pity you. I'm so sorry. That is absolutely ridiculous. No. I thought you were going to go down a different route with that. I thought you were going to say they were peeling the labels off for aesthetic reasons so that it didn't look messy in the cupboard or something. Do you know what I mean? Which I think is ludicrous.
I think that may be a bit too much. I bet there are people that colour organise them.
Oh, that would be cute.
Oh, you can colour organise your cupboards and send us a picture and we can talk about it in next week's podcast.
Nah, don't do that. I've in my cupboards I've got I don't know what you would call them, like storage tubs type things, white ones, and everything is in these tubs. So I have tinned bits in one tub. I have my tomato based bits in another tub. I have my pasta at the back of the cupboard. I've got my baking bits in one of these tubs, and it just means that if I need something, I can just pull out the whole tub and it's all there. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's amazing. I love the fact that I did that for myself. Yeah.
Veggies?
Very anal of me, but yes.
Okay, another one. Another petty revenge story. My brother bullied me constantly, so one day I scooped up some live crickets and dropped them into his sports bag before practice. He opened them in front of everyone. Crickets everywhere. He screamed like he'd seen a ghost. People still bring it up to this day. He never messed with me again.
I like that one. That's a good one. Yeah.
Do you think that's a bit harsh?
No.
Okay.
No, I think that's perfect. It would be harsh if it was spiders.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Because I would just pass away, I think, if someone did that to me. Okay, so this last one is the only one that was left in the comment section.
They didn't mind not being anonymous then.
Yeah, no, they didn't mind. So this was left by Emily, who started this off with, "I'll incriminate myself." It was years ago, and I think pretty funny. A girl me and my friend knew had a party at her parents' house that the parents knew nothing of, and we went along. Because the parents didn't know everyone had to leave, everyone had to leave by a certain time so that they wouldn't find out. So me and my friend were made to feel really unwelcome, and everyone at the party were really stuck up and arsey. So we decided to leave, but not before taking everyone's left shoe, and only the left shoe, and throwing them into next door's garden.
Oh.
A while later, we got a phone call asking if we had any idea where everyone's shoes had gone, because nobody could find them, and the parents were due home shortly. We denied all knowledge. So to this day, I don't know if they were caught or if everyone got sent home with only one shoe. I love that. That's brilliant.
It is.
It's so harmless as well, isn't it?
Oh, apart from next door when they go in the garden and they got all these shoes lying everywhere.
Yeah, but that almost makes it better, because whether they got caught or not, they're bound to know that they got thrown over from next door. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the likelihood they're going to be banging on the door saying, "There's a lot of left shoes. People in your house must be hopping on their right foot today.
Yeah.
Do you want your shoes back?" And then, so the parents probably found out anyway.
Probably.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that. So thank you very much, Emily, for incriminating yourself.
Yeah.
Being a very good sport there. And thank you to everybody who gave us petty revenge stories. We do like our petty revenge, don't we, Steve?
We do indeed. We love a bit of petty revenge.
Indeed. Oh, yes. Yes, we do. Okay. So we're here.
We're here. We are here.
We're here.
We're here every week.
Every single week. Believe it or not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we do the Urban Dictionary.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
God, he's learning, guys. He's learning.
Yes,
He's remembered.
I'm getting there. Okay. So shall we start with this one? Spec sex.
What?
What is spec sex?
Oh gosh, is that when you're like attracted to people who wear glasses?
Near enough. To engage in sexual activity with spectacles on, i.e., "Hi honey, I'm home. Fancy some spec sex?"
Oh, feeling spexy tonight. Mine was better. Mine was better than
good.
theirs.
Okay.
I'm bringing spexy back.
You're on fire tonight.
I am.
Okay. Momel.
Oh, no, I don't know.
A hairstyle / haircut stuck between a mohawk and a mullet, evolving in the 80s during the era of Mad Max.
Oh, it is a shame you can't see my face.
It is essentially reassembling a hairy, thin slug flung over the scalp that is mostly hideous. On first sight, one could identify the wearer as a thug or a bully. Using context, "Julian, that momel was exceptional. What did they sting you for that?"
Well, it sounds absolutely goping, I'm not going to lie. Horrendous.
Oh, you can use that term with someone at some point in your life, maybe.
Nah.
Okay. God. Well, these are all terrible ones this week. What about okay, I'm gonna go with two of these. Casually.
Say it again.
Casually. As bad as you with your cool whip. It's Wednesday.
Wednesday. Oh God. No, I don't know.
Paying the cash casually. He paid it casually.
That's shit.
It is. Okay, try this one.
Okay.
Okay. Taco Paco.
Okay. Is it when you're going on a Mexican picnic? You gotta make sure you don't forget the tacos. You gotta Paco the taco.
It's not bad. It's a slang term for vagina, i.e., go kick her in the Taco Paco.
Oh, I've heard taco being used as a I've heard of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
One more. Do you want one more?
Last one, whether it's good or bad.
Okay. Wheelchair drunk.
Oh my. Is that so drunk that you couldn't even operate a wheelchair to get yourself home?
Nearly. A state in which a person is so intoxicated they need to remove from the premises via a wheelchair, usually by property owners looking to avoid further liability or damages. I.e., the casino decided Mark was wheelchair drunk after he rocket booted all over the slot machine. They rolled him to the curb and dropped him off.
Oh. Well, there you go.
You like that one? That one's not
right?
bad. I think that one's all right.
It was all right. It was all right.
I'm going to upvote that one. It's got 17 upvotes now and 2 downvotes.
Okay. I think that's fair. Okay. Right. So, who do you think won Meme of the Week last week?
I think you did.
Well, I think it hasn't updated on the website from the week before.
Oh, no, you kidding me?
I'm not sure. No, I don't think these were last week's, but, never mind. We'll move on.
Well, we could always just not do it this week and do it next week.
Well, which ones did we have last week?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, no, let's not do it. It's just going to confuse me.
Hang on, I do know which ones we had last week because mine was that pregnant woman on the beach.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sad that didn't work out properly then. I'll try.
Okay.
I don't know why they're not there, honestly, because I'm normally pretty good with that, but obviously I wasn't very good with it last week.
Okay, we'll leave them up for another week then if you want then.
Yeah, all right. Well, you say leave it up. I will put it up. I'll do it now. I'll do it as Steve is regaling me with his joyous jokes. I will see if I can sort this out. But yes.
Yeah. So what did the girlfriend tree say to the boyfriend tree?
Oh, God. Is that a branch in your pocket or are you just pleased to see me?
I'm going way deeper than I was going with this.
Okay.
I'm leafing you.
Oh, mine was better. Sorry. No, it was good. It was good. Okay.
My chair and I had a serious talk.
Oh.
It did not support me.
Oh, God.
What do you call it when there are too many knights at the round table?
Oh.
No. A surplus.
No, I knew that. That's annoying me. Annoying me that you picked me to it. Yeah.
You didn't know it. You pretended you knew it.
No, I did know it.
Okay.
I read it. I read it 10 minutes before we started, Steve. I know where you got that from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do men name their dicks?
I don't know.
Because they don't want a stranger making 90% of their decisions.
Oh, God. That's fair. That is fair. Yeah. One day, Tarzan was swinging on the vines in the jungle when he saw a beautiful lady sunbathing on the ground. He walks up to her, and because she is wearing a skimpy bikini, he instantly gets an erection. And because he is only wearing a loincloth, it is very obvious. The lady, upon seeing this muscular man sporting a huge erection, asks, "Have you ever had sex before?" He responds, "No." When Tarzan gets horny, he uses hole in tree. The lady slowly takes off her top and bottoms and lies spread eagle in front of him and says, "Well, sexy man, use this hole instead." Then he proceeds to kick her right in the crotch. She exclaims, "Why did you kick me?" And he responds, "Tarzan learned to check for bees in hole first."
What's the difference between your dick and a bonus?
I don't know.
Your wife is always willing to blow your bonus.
What do you call a hen that can count its own eggs?
I've got no idea.
A mathematician. And that's all I could do to get that out without laughing. Okay, I think so. In that case, on that note, we will leave it there for this week. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Topicopedia. As usual, you can find us on the topicopedia.online. Vote for your favourite meme of the week. You can also feedback us using our sexy feedback form, and you can also follow us and give us a feedback on any of our socials. Or we shall see you again next week. Bye.